paper to your ear. Can you hear your ancestors scream? Don't realize slave masters printed on your cream. Got you thinking value is measured by whips and cream around your neck. Got you sleep on methazine or Fiat green. Can't even buy a bag of chips at the store without a piece of paper giving permission, but you ignore. Think you're free but nailed to the floor like hardwood. Washington's teeth until he took your grandmother's, but your hood. Shoot your own brother down before you aim at the police. Counting cash, acting like a boss with amnesia. Knocked over the head, you alive but you dead. Shallow grave is what they keep you in, and Jay-Z pledged to keep you there. Thought I'd share, can't say you wasn't warned. Take your mitt and your scent, you jump in bushes of thorns. Your brother's dead, shot in the head. The next day you're back to the bread. The green mold got you off of your meds. If they took it all away, exactly what would define you? If that's all you're worth, wait till your ancestors find you. Recline you, say never mind you. While these boulders grind you into dust to remind you.
When the ancestors scream, fish sheep in the side of a mountain. When the ancestors scream, new earth, lava out the ground like a fountain. When the ancestors scream, true birth, from the soul plane, the child return. When the ancestors scream, instead of hate we gotta love, so now we learn. Face shapes in the cloud you can clearly see. Hidden, forbidden archaeology. Pillar dancing in the midst of the fire sea. Silhouette, ancient mystery. It's in the blueprint. A law, the best planner. What's a national flag? That's a commerce banner. Mind your manner spammer. Trolls and pack scammer. Go against the ancestor. Yo, it's a disaster. Then haste makes ways. Current ways of a nation. Put the black back in. A more conversation. The Masons of phase here to learn on this plane. When we reckon a lesson and then we graduate. When the ancestors scream, fish sheep in the side of a mountain. When the ancestors scream, new earth, lava out the ground like a fountain. When the ancestors scream, true birth, from the soul plane, the child return. When the ancestors scream, instead of hate we gotta love, so now we learn.
I heard the message and saw the marvelous light brighten up under beds and closets at night. Ancestral forces always sending messages, signs, or speak through me. Find the message in lines, get aware when unaware. You manifest fear, watching heads and eyes peek out the celestial tail, giving me signs from unexpected mediums. Voice of inhaled helium, not of gross bohemian. Dialectic Hegelian, some seem alien. Don't be fooled by the shape-shifting Romanian. Vampire stakes burned in garlic fires, or get wrapped up like orthodontic wires.
When the ancestors scream, fish sheep in the side of a mountain. When the ancestors scream, new earth, lava out the ground like a fountain. When the ancestors scream, true birth, from the soul plane, the child return. When the ancestors scream, instead of hate we gotta love, so now we learn.
Title is glad you is a long time away. Death cousin has a slave, so a prophet said to take it from the care. So I laid. Title is now solid as a rock. That ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks. Everything L. 9 drops from ya. Well, I'm from yourself. The who's blank. I'm not. She's out the water. The bank sprung up. But on salvation now, you can't stand up. In the womb there's scars, arms, 2-leg, arm heads, not for them, of us. Humanity, Corpus, Marcus was the harbinger. Ali came forth from ya. The great meeting is on. I see the crescent of the dragon ball one up. Dive into the 101. Oh man, you went up. L, realign with yourself, how you up? What up? 2 grips, what you shaking? Forming the trust, wake, or it's your funeral. You arming with libraries, or it's Gordon. The title is glad you is a long time away. Death cousin has a slave, so the prophet said to take it from the care to I laid. Title is Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
Matriarch rules, spirit lessons, watch patriarch fools telling you man is God when the creator is you. The mud you made man from is really the womb. Feminism got you single and trying to be your groom. The prophet held you in his arms, turban with a plume. Told you be yourself, your face wearing a costume. Waving your fake fingernails and flipping your fake hair. Never on time paying late fees for daycare. Blaming dad trying to be right, not the fact you're a dyke. Keep your male sons childlike and life dream like 800 note phones, massaging dicks for those. From lower self to higher self, it's just a stone's throw. If I'm a star, then God is, you are a universe. I'm your helper, you are the God and the earth. You are the yin, I am the yang, that came from yin. We all came from her, civilization is feminine. She is nature, intuition, wisdom and compassion. Woman's highest calling lead man to his soul's passion. And man's highest calling is to protect her. Not when she talks, dismissing intellect as conjecture.
The title is Glad you is a mind time to wait. That cousin has a slave, so a prophet said to take it from the kids who I laid. Title is now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
I'm a Moor, 10 toes down on my square, yeah. To get here, you might need a couple stairs, yeah. Walk through the darkness to get to the light, yeah. I enforce law all by myself, yeah. With no cameras, no gimmicks, cause this is real life, people. I don't take pictures. You can deal with the facts or love fiction. You identify with black, you know something's missing. Where your flag, where your nation, ain't something missing. Here's mine right in front of me, and it was hitting. We were taken from Africa, that's full listen. Cause we was right in America before Christians. And I'm Moorish American, I'm so gifted. I don't need marijuana to get you lifted. That's what I do for humanity, don't get me twisted. The Inquisition control, you've been calling business. I call it treason, the reason I'm so relentless.
Title is Glad you is a mind time to wait. That cousin has a slave, so a prophet said to take it from the kids who I laid. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
Arm, leg, arm, head. Mama, meditate, laying in my bed with my mala. I self-law, a master, Allah. Nearest place to me, there is the heart. Love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, what we follow. Egg of life transform, turn into the flower. Tree of life, man's form, learn the Kabbalah. See through the sandstorm, move like impalas. Follow Drew Ali's model, yeah, we them street scholars. We don't pop bottles and we don't pop collars. Hand on the throttle every second, minute, hour. Rhythm, vibration, words, sound and power. Perfumes and sensation, flesh has devoured. Took its final station, now the sweet smell sour. Always practice patience in heat, never power. Here to free with punch L from the tower, let your hair down.
The title is Glad you is a mind time to wait. That cousin has a slave, so a prophet said to take it from the kids who I laid. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
In the spirit of a prophet in Islam, we study the ancient manuscripts, Moorish Quran. Everything we do is halal, some haram. No, it sounds like the hook, but this is the song. When I see a brother, I greet him with salam. Want the whole truth about Hitler and Saddam. Devastated what you did in Vietnam. Out of this savannah, so they had to use bombs. It's been a few years, I read my Proverbs and Psalms. When I see my sisters, I tell them sit calm. It's your destiny, you hold it in your palm. Mr. Popularity never cared about the prom. One of life's great mysteries, young phenom. I am that I am, that's word to my mom. Moved out the rough edges, eliminate the arms. Know what you're pledging, no Uncle Tom. Coming for our territory, take it back. Quam with that old time good spell, I wave my magic wand. Now the present vibration sound is on.
Don't give it away.
It's
Moors
on.
don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Get me to stay. Great masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. They play your life but try to take you. Can you count how many times I'll try and break you? Try to guide a great clue. Struggle size HU. Mind of my own with a great truth. I sip a little great goose while swerving on the state troops while plotting my escape of they rules, they schools, they jewels. They couldn't help my shine like chemicals. I'm at the top of my class on the pedestal. I throw that letter at you. That's HB number 2. And keep my name out your mouth unless it's about to spread my youth. Quarter come up with the money that you run up when this crow getting turned up in my young guards aim and shoot with your lame excuse. No, I never that. This a full force sound system. Level that. Yo, you only talking fee out where your levels at. This is God body. Show me where the devil at. I'll let you read what this life about. We the lawmakers, architects, and still they doubt. We keep it factual with math and science practical. They love to hate the natural. Pain with the gain, no clout. A little fame couldn't stray. I remain on route. I move mountains, earthquakes on speakers. Something off the counting these occurrences. They speechless for the world. I'm the teacher. I'm sure like the beaches, keeping everything du jour. I'm the one with the features that they envy. We the reason that they seek us to take us out every season. So, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Give me the stay. Create the masterpiece. The master's trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Why am I in this?
Good. Good. Goddess outstanding, keeps order, she du jour. I thought Orisha Omega deity, she a Moor. Amongst the elite, but relate to the poor. She command the fleet first to step on the shore. Snooze never sleep, won't hear me snore.
Hey yo, play me once, you'll never snake me twice. Break this smoke and never save my life. Never rolling with that piece, so respect my life. Respect my life, yo. Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's great. Give me the stay. Create the masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Respect my life. 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 Never. Hello. ¿Cómo está? Hey. You know the PM studio, man. 7998 Premier Road. Throw it. Hello. Buenas noches. Why did I go to the end of the song for real?
Yo, Grand Sheik, man, these fools is pissing me off. I already told you not to entertain these fools, man. What's wrong with you?
You know I got them.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, it's getting to a point where I'm ready, yo. It's just some butt and cut shit I'm on, bro. Straight butt and cut.
In the scope.
Any violation, you already know what it is. I ain't even into no long talking, and I even have to bring the thing for them, but, yo, them fools, y'all have to know their self and know their place.
You guys are killing yourselves. Always looking for a way out. Only way out is your hard work. If you don't do it yourself, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna sit there and fucking listen to sellouts that's gonna help you get to where you need to get to. These weave-wearing, fat, lazy people.
Tongue Shimitar left the shoes, dirty Moors are beneath, replace the mother's head. have a carry their wreath. Traitors with cock eyes and coffee-stained teeth, smoking a bogey. Wrote a book with Rami, thought he's my homie. Now he's flying cartoon flags, dancing like a drag queen. Whale face, when you look up what a fag mean. Camera L, big face, look up treason. Saying the Canaanland, but not seen at Temple 5 meetings. Using our address to disrespect is callous. See me and look down, eye contact leaves him paralysis. Moors begging to light them up like Aurora Borealis. Instead of dropping rolls on them, drop a Moorish palace. Hulk smash to dust, blow away like blunt trash. Traitor more so dirty, lips have a cunt rash. Claim they leave the station, saw the punks pass. Butler Moore's claim consul general flashing a badge. Made in China by a Taj Tariq dick rider. Selling false promises to die by witch fire. Burned at the stake under a heaping pile of Mahdi. The smell would be disgusting but make me happy. Don't drink enough water, watch how the lips chappy. Lying on Drew Ali, belly yellow like Aki. When dirty Moors ambush, they spit on but never slap me. Not even a punch. These online talking shit punks. Using Zooms to sell a package. 35 racks, violate Zodiac and Divine. 35 straps, tied to a pole. 20 more for selling your soul. Use a fire hose when trolls spraying the trolls. Head kicked like a field goal. See me like a peephole. Keep you hard and partial so you never be whole. Online scholars nowadays play a unique role. Sell a package to the right more buried in a deep hole. Wrapped in plastic, call them Snickers. Using my name to upload titles, got them triggered. Zombified in their lives, out eyes, falling skippers. Abandoned Moorish ties to be spies for vicars. Ladies in the red dress call Hayes and Callaways. If they had obeyed, they wouldn't be dragged through the alleyways. I'm not cordial, thrown in a portal for immortals. Negro bystanders think it's paranormal, but it's formal. We don't argue or quarrel. Dirty Moor should get touched for acting clitoral. Stroked when provoked, sellouts wearing the yoke, tilling the lands on bare hands and knees for jokes, or calling the clan. Deliver a sellout to the grand wizard, or make them lick a frozen pole during a blizzard, or waist high in a fish tank. Piranha is Richard on my Clint Eastwood. I can't stand niggas. Don't wanna mirror Moors and act like slave pitchers. Watch for dirty Moors, they move like snake slither. Treason committed. Under torture, quick to admit it. Cleverness of the righteous surprises the wicked.
Sitting on the couch all day, just sitting here telling y'all what to do. And y'all just sitting there fat, watching them, paying for these dumbass packages. There's no sugar coating. That's what it is. That's what's happening.
Actually, lucky thing I don't have much more room to talk. I had enough to say too, you know. You guys ain't fucking with none of our leaders, bro. Not our Grand Sheik, anybody. And today Jamal got free up too. Rise of the Moors, you know what it is. We all over, worldwide, universal. Islam.
It comes through very clearly is when you study these things, the indigenous people always show the most remarkable natural humanity. Their love of their children, their love of their families, their love of that they are holding on to, they are trying to maintain their worlds. Whereas the settler colonialists have to demonize them, they have to turn them into the other, because they have to replace them. And what comes through very clearly is when you study these things, the indigenous people always show the most remarkable natural humanity.
Islam Moors. Peace and love to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Honors to all the Moors that study and know thyself. Honors to all the active Moors who did something for the Moorish nation. I don't care what you did. You did something for the nation, honors to you. Thank you for doing something for the nation. Because it seems like people only want to get from the nation, not give to it. And then have issues when they're not getting. But what did you give? What did you give to your nation so your nation could give it back to you? Honors to all the Moors. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. I know it's crazy. It's crazy. Because everybody knows that it's a comedy video. More Avengers. Right? It's a comedy video with truth in there, because the individuals who are in it are actual real. These are real people. Right? They have birthdays and all that. They have ages that they are. Right? So we know it's satire. We know it's a joke, even though there's actual, things in there, right? that are real tangible things that we could see right now. Right? So More Avengers was about letting people know who are the master teachers that they should start with, because those are More Avengers. Who you calling? You got More Avengers number, and you got Black Panther whoever's number. Something's going down. Who you calling? You got More Avengers number, and you got Sabian, Nuwabian, whoever's number. Whose number you calling if something goes down? More Avengers or Nuwapian whoever's? Who you calling? More Avengers or NOI whoever? Who you calling? More Avengers or Hebrew Israelite whatever? Who you calling? Please. And I'm like Moore said in the chat, making a mountain out of a molehill. Because everybody knows, anybody with common sense knows that's not Taj in the picture of the convention. That's not Taj Tariq Bey. That's in the picture of the convention. Why would that be him if he's only 78? And that picture is older than 78. So obviously it's not him. Obviously. So him saying Taj Tariq Bey is in the picture is the same way like he said Ras Mariah Bey is Storm. Is she really Storm? Is Ras Mariah Bey really out here talking about, oh, lightning, thunder, and all that stuff? Stop the BS. Stop the BS. It's a joke video. It's not. It's just a joke video. It's just a joke video to give honors to some Moors who don't get enough credit. And then people are on the Moor, the Avengers or whatever like that. So he said More Avengers, and then he did his magic. Right? Avengers and Batman and all that stuff, that's not real. That's comic. It's not a real thing. So you're not, something happens, you're not putting the bat thing in the sky and expecting this man to come down and all that. Stop it. Like, what is going on? Anybody who thinks that's Taj Tariq Bey in the picture, because Sheldon said Taj Tariq Bey is in the convention picture of 1928. And then he thought, what do you mean is not? What do you mean? How is Taj in the picture? The Taj is 78. So how is he in the picture? Well, look at the picture. That's him right there, right? Well, that looks like him, but stop it. Stop. Stop. Right. Yeah, Moore's only cracking at it because it's insane. It's insane. We're not taking anything else serious. Talked about Obashango L. He's Hulk. Look at him. He could lift a mountain. You know Obashango L going out there lifting a mountain or something? Stop it. You can't stop it. And it's only because we have time that, you know, we can talk about this or whatever. You know, we have time. We have time. Yeah, back to this hitter. Back to this hitter.
Their love of their children, their love of their families, their love of that they are holding on to. They are trying to maintain their worlds. Whereas the settler colonialists have to demonize them. They have to turn them into the other because they have to replace them. And what comes through very clearly is that when you study these things, the indigenous people always show the most remarkable natural humanity. Their love of their children, their love of their families, their love of that they are holding on to. They are trying to maintain their worlds.
What Drew Ali tell you? Learn to what? Learn to love instead of hate. What did Drew Ali tell you? Uplift and fall in humanity. What is he telling you that the indigenous people were doing? What were they doing? Seeing madness and fixing it. Everywhere you go on the planet. Some indigenous people had some type of impact in some type of society, whatever they call it right now. Indigenous people did that. The indigenous did that. These people, indigenous people, these people had a way that things ran, and it was based in nature. What Noble Drew Ali tell these Moors? Noble Drew Ali. Professor Drew, the Egyptian adept. He's a herbalist, could cure you of anything that you weren't born with. Right, the health stuff is all the angles he covered to make sure everybody has a place. So all the herbalists, whoever's, they don't have no excuse that they can't be Moors because no, Noble Drew Ali dealt with herbs and all that. What do you mean? He had his own herbs, his own concoction that he was pushing. Indigenous people always looked out for humanity. Then didn't tell them 5,000 for a package. They didn't go on lives and lie on people, talking crazy with no evidence. They uplifted fallen humanity. And it's interesting that Drew Ali made sure that he told you uplifting, so you always remember that you better keep doing that because it's active. Uplifting. It's not uplifted. We got nothing else to do. It's uplifting. So you better keep doing it. Because everybody knows. And even colonialism defined by this modern European who Noble Drew Ali, his sister A. Brown H.L. of Temple 4 and 25 said that the Prophet told the Moors, watch the newspapers and listen to the radio. I'm going to make the European tell the truth. And there's a European telling the truth. Isn't that Noble Drew Ali's prophecy? So if that's Noble Drew Ali's prophecy, then
Whereas the settler colonialists have to demonize them. They have to turn them into the other. because they have to replace them.
CalifaMedia.com. Let's go get all the books. Work got put in. Just go get all the books and get yourself caught up to speed. You're behind right now. The boat been left the dock. You're still playing debate Moors games. Everybody knows.
Is the most nutritional ingredients on earth, love. And there's a lot of different scholarly articles talking about these things where they went to an orphanage and they took 2 orphanages and put them together. One orphanage, they gave them love is the most nutritional ingredients on earth, love. And there's a lot of different scholarly articles talking about these things where they went to an orphanage and they took 2 orphanages and put them together. One orphanage, they gave them good food, they gave them good nutrition, they gave them good water, they gave them TVs, they gave them everything, but they did not give them any type of physical affection. They didn't spend no time with them, but they gave them the best environment to actually thrive in. And then they took another one that didn't have none of these nutritional things, but they spent time with them, they rocked them to bed, they read them bedtime stories, and they made sure they hugged them for at least 5 minutes a day. Guess who came out more nutrition? Not the ones who ate the good food or drank the good water. It was the ones that was living poor but had their mothers and fathers by their side. They built more amino acid structures and they had more cellular integrity than the ones that had the good food. So the last ingredients is always love. That's your number one nutrition.
Round of applause, man.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing nothing. Stop the BS. Noble Drew Ali been told you people learn to love instead of hate. What do you think he was saying in the 20s? Same thing he's saying now that he got him on the thing. Yeah, and love is the only way that we're going to get through this and all that stuff. And I haven't mentioned Noble Drew Ali, none of that. Stop this madness. He's the founder of all the stuff that you see these people doing right now. He was doing it before all of them. And none of them give him his honors. All of them want to pay. I want to be the man. I want to be the one that's talked about and mentioned. And these people aren't even worthy to be mentioned. Don't even give this man his honors. He's the foundation of everything conscious that you see going on right now. Nobody was where he was at. These Moors were dealing with nationality. This is not a club. It's not some school of thought. Thought leader. All that stuff is fiction. Drew Ali's the foundation of it all. Plotting this guy just came yesterday about love. Drew Ali's been telling you about love since the 1920s. You need to learn to love instead of hate. Because you're black-hearted hypocrites. And it's your damn hypocrisy that's appalling. Can't even give this man a little shout out or whatever. And then NOI is gonna give him a shout out, and then you thinking we're supposed to accept that as a shout out. Nah, stop it. You've been playing games for far too long. Actually, no, yeah.
Just shut the fuck up. If you're not gonna work, if you're not gonna help, do not complain about what ain't happening. Because you could be doing that. Just shut the fuck up. If you're not gonna work, if you're not gonna help, do not complain about what ain't happening. Because you could be doing that.
Yeah, go do some work. So you're leeching off the people and then complaining about Moors who are active. They shouldn't do that. Why are they doing that? They're supposed to be following the law and talking crazy to Moors. And it was not like Moors just started getting active yesterday. Moors been active. Moors been putting in work so that the people know what this is about. Full of BS. Sick of you people.
Wow. Is that marble? I thought it was real clothing. From a distance, did you?
Yeah, I thought it was clothes, actually.
That's the color of the marble. That's not painted.
That's beautiful, actually. It's got different patterns and stuff. How did he do that? Is that a certain type of marble that does that?
Yeah, it's just the inherent color and pattern of the stone.
So it looks like it's made of bronze, marble, onyx, silvered, and oxidized bronze on a green granite sopal. What is a sopal?
I have no idea.
Okay, so how do you get some of the brown parts right here? How is that?
I think that's also carved. I don't think that's bronze. Maybe it's patinated differently.
It's definitely carved. You can see it.
Look at the contrast with the head and the headdress.
If you look really closely, you can see a subtle texture in the goatee. Like it's not carved out. There's a gentle scarring on his face too. Actually, we see another one that's across the way too. So we're gonna have to make sure we look at that.
Oh my gosh! It's okay. We gotta go see it. Wow, is that marble? I thought it was real clothing. From a distance, did you?
Yeah, I thought it was clothes actually.
That's the color of the marble. That's not painted.
That's beautiful actually. It's got different like patterns and stuff. How did he do that? Is that a certain type of marble that does that?
The mechanics of the head alone, casting the head in bronze and somehow carving the marble headdress so the bronze head would fit inside. Here is what the plaque said. Sudanese man, Negra du Sudan, 1856. Sudan is Sudan, Negra, man. Negra, man. Sudanese, nationality. Not Negro, black, colored, or any of that. Nationality. Charles Cordier, French Cambrai, 1727. Algiers, 1905. Bronze, marble, silvered, and oxidized. Bronze on a green granite socle. The sitter, a native of Sudan, whose name is unrecorded, was a percussion player for Muslim religious festivals. He lived in Algiers, Algeria, where the artist portrayed him in 1856. Cordier was among the first artists in Europe to revive a taste of sculptures made with a colorful combination of materials. He innovatively applied his artistic skills to the nascent field of ethnography, which at that time was racialized terms, as in this bust's historic French title. Negre, racialized term. That's a Sudanese Moor. The Sudanese Moor. In your face. You know you're the man when you bring people back to their nationality and their birthrights, and when they go research it, they're finding this. They're not finding niggers on some plantation or whatever like that. They're not finding women concubines of slave masters and all that, and all the men just standing around watching like some punk bitches. I know, we ain't talking about them. When you research your Moorish nationality and birthrights, this is what you're finding. You're not finding that stuff that you're used to. That enslave you culture. Yeah, outstanding. Yeah, so Sudanese man Charles Cordier, Cordier. You know, just want to go research more of that because I'm sure there's more. That's not it. That's not it.
Christopher Columbus in his journal said about the Indians, they are so naive and so free with their possessions that no one who has not witnessed them would believe it. When you ask for something they have, they never say no. To the contrary, they offer to share with anyone. And he wrote that in his journal, mocking them. Because he came from a land full of the worst kinds of people. And so coming in contact with human beings that were so open to sharing and caring and loving was to be mocked.
Message.
Christopher Columbus in his journal said,
Message. Emotional damage. Emotional damage. Forget Columbus. Going back to these same stuff with these people, these indigenous people who they're one with nature. That's how they lived. They're there to use the land. They don't own it and all that stuff. And then some people came and then realized they're not going to do nothing if we shoved them, so they murdered them all and took their stuff. Because, you know, what the hell are you talking about? It's colonization. So now here we are without our stuff that these people took. And the one salvation that these people have is that 1920s, Drawley brought them back their nationality and birthright. So if you don't do anything else, declare your nationality. If you don't do anything else, man, people took him for a joke. Colonization continued. So here we are now. And you got 50 billion whoever is out there saying that they're the ones that are going to talk to people, and then they're going to go and go on platforms and talk about whatever and not even let these people know what they know. Because all these people know. Don't think they don't know. Don't be blinded and think that they don't know. All of them know. And if you would listen, they'll tell you to your face.
Well, so maybe they did have that attitude. Well, let's go back 1,500 years and look at the attitude towards the Moors, which is a way of saying black people.
What more you want? You want more than that? You want more than that, then you have mental problems. You need to go check yourself fast. You go check yourself. Right. You know the Moorish Jamaican who used to be in the chat? Had to block the Moorish Jamaican. I don't know what dogmatic religious Moor science temple that he comes from. But they have him brainwashed. And I'm sure many others brainwashed into really thinking that standing up for your rights is some sovereign citizen, whatever that Moors are trying. People get killed if they, that's op talk. That's COINTEL talk. That's SPLC talk. As soon as they take your birthrights and throw it into some pit talking about people getting killed and the police and they put this panic thing out there when we're talking about Moors. Right? That's an op. That's a psychological operation on you. Like MK Ultra. It's right there in your face. You don't even see it because that's why they do minute videos and dumb stuff like that. Because the attention span is literally a minute. These people don't think past a minute. Like, the people who read and think and study and all that stuff, they see what's going on. And even when it comes into the Moorish paradigm, that you see the people who are learning, are they really learning from artificial sources? Because they watch more than they read. And reading is critical. So we were reading the Negro book, like origin of the word Negro. The first magazine published by persons of African descent in America was called the Anglo-African Magazine. For a long time subsequently, there was a colored American magazine, which eschewed the name Negro. However, the term colored is too vague and cannot now be accepted as a proper designation. Several authors have expressed objection to the name Negro, but then went on to use it. This is true of Huggins and Jackson in their Introduction to African Civilizations. They devoted a chapter to its consideration and reached the following significant conclusion, although afterwards falling back into tolerance of this harmful name. The word Negro, strictly speaking, and for the purpose to which it is put, is a betrayal of science and ethnic ideology, a misnomer which studied pressure keeps alive in the popular mind. For example, the French are generally dropping the word noir for the word nègre, and the Germans are substituting the word nigger for Schwartz. Negro. A betrayal of science and ethnic ideology. So that's a misnomer than every other adjective is. Isn't it simple? Isn't every one of these being used as an identity a betrayal of science and ethnic ideology? A misnomer? But you know, don't worry what Moors are talking about. We know what we're talking about. Some journals never use Negro. The first comprehensive account of our journalistic enterprise was written by I. Garland Penn and entitled The Afro-American Press. William Morrow Trotter, editor of The Guardian and one of the great champions of human rights in the United States, banished the word Negro from the columns of his newspaper. Likewise, the Chicago Defender, while under the editorial supervision of its founder, Robert S. Abbott, disdained the use of the epithet. Father Divine in the New Day wrote against the term Negro. Elijah Muhammad spurned the term Negro and referred to so-called Negro. And all them people they mentioned were in the Moorish Science Temple of America, affiliated with the Moorish Science Temple of America, knew Noble Drew Ali, knew of the Moors, and were chilling around, whether they were members or not, or whatever like that. They were around the Prophet. Chicago Defender stopped using Negro because all the stuff they were reporting on the Moorish Science Temple of America before Noble Drew Ali's assassination. Father Divine, Elijah Muhammad, Fard, we already know all of them were down. And then they just switched from saying Negro and said black instead, in order to keep the fraud going on, that all of them knew because in their founding literature, they're talking about so-called Negro. They're writing against the term Negro. Never. National conventions eschew the name Negro, not used by Douglas in appeal. Never were these conventions called Negro. Seldom was the odious word used in speeches in these assemblies. Instinctively and consciously, the name denoting slave status and free inferiority was not applied to themselves in the address which they made to the nation and to the world. But they throw black around like that's something to do now. They throw it around. Objections to some proposed alternative names. Allow me to consider rapidly the names which have been proposed as an alternative to the Negro. We have Ethiopia mentioned, but Ethiopia is now the recognized name of a specific nation and area in Africa and is not applicable to the whole of Africa. The term colored is vague, associated with false notions of race, and lacking any definite connection with the good earth, or with an extensive historical record, or with a significant group culture. The names black man or black race have been suggested, but these are also loose, racist color designations which have no basic, obvious, or unmistakable linkage with land, history, and culture. Well, the Asiatic black man? Or the Asiatic black man, huh? Or you didn't hear? Or you still want to play black games? Even though Juali told you since the 1920s we're not black. But here you go, playing your little whatever you want to play with your little nigger leaders that you got now. Which all of them sold you out because all of them know what's up. And they know that the people aren't black. Because the names black man or black race have been suggested, but they are loose, racist color designations. So if it's a color designation, then it's not a nationality, is it? It's not a nation. It's not the essence of the supreme being. It's none of that. There's no basic, obvious, or unmistakable linkage with land, history, or culture when you say black man and black race and black whatever else. And it's easy as that. You don't got to get mad. Just face the fact. The Moors were right. Proclaim your nationality. If you don't do anything else, at least do that. And let's get some work done. Why is this hard? Why is this advanced? It's always advanced. Why does it have to be advanced? It doesn't have to be advanced. You know they want it that way. We know they want it that way. I was talking crazy. Belief that you're a Moor requires belief in Noble Drew Ali. Belief in Noble Drew Ali requires belief in Allah. Belief in Allah requires belief in his book, the Noble Quran. And when we go to the Noble Drew Ali Quran of the Moorish Science Temple, the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, we're taught salvation is a ladder reaching from the heart of man to the heart of Allah. It has 3 steps. Belief is first. This is what man thinks perhaps is truth. So that's all the Moorslim people that we're telling you about. That's all the religiousized Moors. Sisters can't wear fezzes and losing their bananas. All the people who present the Moorish paradigm to you as some type of religious joining perspective, right? You're joining a temple, the Moorish group. Those are the belief people. Right? The belief is first. This is what man thinks perhaps is truth. Faith is next. And this is what man knows is truth. And so faith is next. And this is what man knows is truth. So you know that we have a 2-hour ride and the gas tank's on empty. You know that. So to carry on your journey, that's faith. Fruition is the last. And this is man himself, the truth. So now if you're the truth, if there's 5 principles and you're one of the principles now, that means you're being it. You are the living testament of it. Belief is lost in faith. And in fruition, faith is lost. And man is saved when he has reached deific life, when he and Allah are one. When he and Allah are one, fruition, that's where it's about being at. But they want you to stay at what man thinks perhaps is truth. And if you're there, you're in trouble. Super trouble if you're there. Okay, Moors, the next stop for the Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice Tour 2024. June 22nd, 5 to 9. Toyani Studios. Good spot. Comfy, good vibe. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Honors to the Moors. All the previous stops on the Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice Tour this year and last year. Honors to all you Moors for supporting, assisting in the great missionary work of getting this word out to our people, because you know their head's not good. So honors to you for all the work all the sacrifices that you made. It was definitely worth it though. More still tripping. More still tripping. I got to go pick up the grand sheet. One of the Moors hit me up a couple of days ago. Like, man, I'm still tripping off this freaking thing. It's still tripping. You know? So definitely the work is being done. Honors to all you Moors who have been putting in the work. Honors to you. All you unknown Moors. You dust in the corner Moors. That nobody knows about. Honors to you. Keep up the good work. Peace and love to all the Moors worldwide. Time to get fat. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Honors to the Prophet. I don't know how he saved my life, but wow. Honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. The fly on the wall Moors. There's a spider in the corner Moors. Honors to all the mothers. Peace and love to all the Moors worldwide. Islam.